We got this, right? There we go. Bean finds it. Welcome. H. Peggy, welcome. How is everyone doing? Big Macaw, Aussie, welcome everyone. I'm just got home, like literally doing okay. Well, I'm a little frazzled. We just got home. We had gone into town earlier today to meet with one of my friends, and ended up staying a lot longer than I planned on staying. So I'm a little discombobulated, but we're gonna play. If you happen to have a children's book board, you want to grab that. If whoa, hi. Also grab your scrap bin. Maple, hello love. We literally just got home. It's insane. Like 5 minutes ago. So here we are. I have a hot mess on my desk. I did not clean it up. Mackenzie, hello. But we're gonna play in our scrap bins today. How has everyone's week been? Hello, dear. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you. My head hurts. They're gray. Oh,
Sorry it took this long.
it's been a long day.
Getting video footage of whatever's cruising through the atmosphere.
What? Guys, this is going over our house.
I don't know if it's a SpaceX launch or a comet or what, but it's leaving a huge tail behind it.
It's like going over our house. It's really, I don't know why the glare, but if you can see that, isn't that craziness? Holy moly. You have a video of it?
Yeah.
Cool. I have a video. Welcome to New River, Arizona, where you never know what you're going to find. Did my YouTube kick in? That's what I want to know.
Going now.
Check the YouTube. I want to get this on YouTube. Maple says it's her last brain cell taken off. I know, it's been a day, my sweet. We actually returned that art kit that you ran earlier, and it happened to be right next door to another Goodwill. So I maybe might have sort of stopped there to see if they had anything good. So we just got home. I know. Of course I did. I'm spoiled. It's okay, babe. It's all good. We got this.
It just makes sense. You're not
So I got hot coffee, and I have a plan. And my plan is this. I have been playing with children's book boards. If you do not have one of the children's book boards, grab your art journal, grab a sketchbook, beautiful. Grab something to collage in. My game plan for tonight is to get rid of some of the scraps that we have. Let's set my glasses over there so I can see. I have a huge basket of scraps. Well, I'm going to confess, okay? This is my scraps bin. Okay? It's out of control. It is so out of control. So I want to be able to use some of this stuff. I have old drawings. I have book pages that I've pulled. I mean, paper bags. The cutoffs from doing all the things, you guys. I have so much stuff in here. So my thought process was I want to use the book boards because I have a bunch of stuff that just needs a new home. And I want to show you a way to do it. So if you are like me and you have a ton of scraps, I have tissue paper, napkins, what is this? Just all the things. Oh, these are master boards that I was making for a class. There's just a lot. And I was watching a video. There's fibers in here, guys. More tissue papers. And in the past, when I've worked with book boards, it has always been a process of sanding them down to get rid of the all of the shininess. Did we get rated? Hold on. I have my glasses on. I can't see. No. Okay. We're good. I just saw it stop scrolling. But anyhow, but I saw a video, and I wish I could remember the gentleman's name, was showing a different way to work with book boards that don't involve sanding, don't involve having to wear a respirator so you don't get all of the stuff in your lungs, and you don't have to, it gives you a lot of options. So what I want to do is show you how to tear that down, and then we're going to use some of the scraps from the scrap bin that is out of control and create some base pages for some artwork, some journaling, and all the things that we do as a whole. I also have in here this is a newspaper in Japanese or Chinese, Korean. So all of that said, we're going to do some playing. We have a napkin we can play with. And another thing that I really like for this, and we may use some at our travel centers, we have all of these fun little, for the tourists, of all the different things that you can see in Arizona. There's maps, it's just a whole lot. So I want to be able to play with that as well. But now that I have the mess on my desk and not in the basket, I also have a whole drawer beside me that I've been throwing things in because the bin is overflowing. So your kids' book board books, basically, so grateful. What? Gabby, what do we do? So my husband is pretty amazing, but yours, yeah, he is. He's pretty awesome. Thank you, Gabby. Rob takes care of all of us collectively. He like Tetris Maple's car for her when we got done shopping today. And he babysat the carts so we could go shopping. So it was a whole thing. A Forgotten Revival. Welcome. Nan. Oh, I'm just having a hard time reading. Nand and Pap Treasures. Am I missing this? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera around and you're going to see the mess I just created on my desk like a silly girl. We are on YouTube, so you can go back and watch the disaster on YouTube. But if I find the video that I was watching, I will tag them in the YouTube video. For the life of me, I cannot remember his name. And it was not somebody that I normally follow. He just popped up in my feed. So that was kind of weird. Getting this off the desk so we have room for the camera. Nana and Pap, thank you, Judy. You know my brain is thoroughly fried right now. All right, I'm going to cover the camera. I am going to move the phone as everything falls and spills and all the things. Flip it around. Bam. Okay. Let's go up a little bit. And let me get you situated. I'm so sorry. There we go. Okay, books. All my messes. I have like this much space, you guys. We're going to do this. So, this is one that I already took apart. The French Lady, Jessie, hello. This is one that I have already deconstructed. And it is a workable art journal right now. Okay. I know it sounds crazy, but these kids, they're literally like a chipboard. And it's very porous once you remove the shininess. So you either need to gesso these or you can just collage these, okay? I don't know why my earrings, look at my earrings. My sweet friend made me. It went flying. So you can use this as an art journal. You can use this as a way to, they are so cute. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate you, love. She made those for me, by the way. There's a bunch of different ways that you can do this, but either way it goes, once you pull this off, you need to seal this because it's extremely porous. If you use paints and that on it, it's just going to suck it up. So those are two ways to do it. But my thought process was, I have all these scraps. Why not collage all the scraps in, give myself a background, and then if I choose to gesso over it, I can. But if I want to keep the colors to art on, then I have a ready-made background and I'm not facing a white page. So I did pick up today while we were out shopping a ton of these bookboard books. If you are interested in getting one, I'm going to run them for $4 each, and I have a whole bunch of them. And I can have Rob go grab them out of the truck if you would like to get one. So we're going to get rid of that. If you are watching from YouTube, thank you. And we are over on Whatnot right now. You can click, there should be a link right up here on the YouTube that you can click on and you can come join us over here. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to see if we're in frame. And I'm going to start with one of these pages. So this is just a coating on here, okay? So if you have uber sharp fingernails, you can catch the edge of this and see how it's starting to pull up. And if you get a hold of it, it just literally peels off. So what I like to do is go through the book, and if you have to be patient with it. And I'm telling you guys, this is so satisfying to deconstruct a book like this and know that you're going to have this amazing. And so once I've pulled these, you don't want to rip it. I just pull it all off in one sheet. I have this end of it resting up against my stomach here so it has some pressure, and you just pull it. It's really pretty easy, okay? So when I did the other book, what I did was is I went through and I pulled off just all the edges like this, and then I went to the next page. Now, if you don't have uber sharp fingernails, or if you have acrylic or gel nails, I'm going to give you an alternative. It involves a sharp knife. You can use your X-Acto knife in place of your fingernail, but you have to be careful with it because you don't want to slice yourself. Can you see that? And you just want to get a hold of the edge. I'm concentrating. And once you get the edge pulled up, you can do the same thing. Does anybody have any questions? Look, I have silver paint all over my hands. That was a situation. So Rob and I were at Goodwill, and we're doing our shopping thing. And I had wandered off, and he was in the tool section. And he comes over to me, and he has this thing of paint. And he says, I don't know if these are any good, but it's a whole set of metallic paints, and it looks like it's still sealed. Do you want to check and see if it's any good? And I'm like, absolutely. So we kind of went aside. See how you just slowly work this off. Try not to rip it because it's a pain if you have to restart it. Hi, Susan. How are you, love? Dr. Dirt, hello. So he was pulling one out, and of course he pulled out the silver one, and I was shaking it, and it was like, I don't know whether it's like not fluid or if it's just really full. So what happens? I unscrewed the top and opened it, and it blurped out all over my favorite black sweater. So I was trying to get it off my sweater quickly before it dried, and that's what happened. So it was a brand new, it's okay, we got it off. We handled it. So see how I'm just sliding down this with my thumbnail all the way down the edge? So I get that started. Dark Bunny Art Studio. So we're creating an art journal out of a kid's board book because they are really awesome to work with. They are very few pages, so you don't have the intimidation of a huge journal. One of the things I will say if you're going to purchase one is you want to open this up and you want to make sure that it goes into a square. Some of them are glued here, but when it goes into a square like this, they're designed for children, so they lay flat. And the good thing about this is you have a flat surface to work on. So we are literally just peeling this portion off. I'm getting them all started so I can quickly pull them off. Is anybody working with me? Karen, okay. Do you have your book board? Your board book. I keep saying book board. Okay. So are you struggling doing this, or is it making sense? Because you're often like my gauge. Dark Bunny, this is so awesome because here's what happens. Yours, good. I'm struggling because mine's new. So this is what happens. This is one that's completed. And I have this whole art journal that I can play with. So what I'm going to do is if you're just starting in here, grab a book. Let's peel all the pages off. And then grab your scrap bin because we're going to make some awesome backgrounds. Okay? I'm going to give you all the ideas in the world. I am enabling you, Dark Bunny, telling you. I do have these book boards for sale. If anybody needs one, I will run them for $4. I just got home not too long ago, so I did not get a chance to put them in the bin. But I have them available. Scrap fabric or paper, absolutely. Whichever you want. I'm going to do paper for this one, but I'm also going to do a fabric one. Probably not tonight because I didn't get home in time to get all my stuff together. And because I have the paper next to me, that's just going to be easiest. Gabby, you have a ton of fabric, so you could very well do one with fabric. Oh, and I don't know if you missed it earlier in Maple's show. That black and white fabric that was laying there is a flannel. Do you want me to split it with you? I know it looked like cotton on the screen, but I wanted to let you know that it was a flannel. I know you use all different stuff. And I also got the red one that there was a ton of that I would be happy to share that one with you too if you want. So y'all, tomorrow I'm doing something that I've never done before. So I would absolutely appreciate your love and support. I joined Junk Journal Jamboree, which is a monthly raid train that is ran by Abstractory, Abby. And one of the things, it's a D-stash one. And you do a minimum of 5 items with a $3 start. So, Purple that was your first train. I've never done it. I don't know why. It's kind of crazy, but I've never done it. So tomorrow we're doing it. The other thing that they have is instead of doing giveaways, they're running a $6 just cotton, no flannel. Okay. They're running a $6 start medium flat rate box instead of giveaways. So, hi, Be Sweet. Hi, Annette. How are you? Jiminy, welcome. So that is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to do that. It's a 30-minute show. And then after that, I know it's crazy. Rob and I are going to run to town and we're going to do our Saturday date night thrifting. So there's that. So it's a busy weekend. We went shopping with, I had to swap stuff out with Maple. So we ran into town today and we ended up shopping with her today for like 4 hours. It was fun. So there's that. Has anybody ever done this before? I'm finding this purple. We do make a great team. We are talking about making it a permanent thing where we shop together one day a week. So keep an eye out on our upcoming shows. There is a store that I shop very frequently that I'm just not comfortable doing by myself. And I know, right? We have so much fun. Oh my gosh, you should have seen us checking out. It was craziness. 3 full baskets. Not a single board book. Are you kidding me? Oy vey. Well, grab a notebook or something that you can collage in, and we're going live thrifting tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be mini book boards. I have mini book boards that I grabbed today, several golden books. You could do it. Ooh, are they good golden books? Greta, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you, babe. Did you have a good show, my friend? Custom wood burning. Hello. I finally made it home. Let's do a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway for an ephemera pack. There we go. Thank you. If you guys are not following GR Carter Designs, please give her a follow. She's my dear friend Greta. She is from Georgia. And if nothing else, go into her show and listen to her accent. It's just so relaxing. Yep. This is what we're doing. These book boards. So I'm gonna go back a little bit. Book boards typically have a shiny surface for kids, okay? Back in the day, we would sand these pages down. So we had something that would hold our paint. We would sand them down, which creates all kinds of dust. And then we would put gesso over them and then we would create on them. Well, I was watching a video the other night and this gentleman said he doesn't bother. Tasha LeRae, thank you, love, for the raid. I just started a giveaway. Jump in, everyone. It is for an ephemera pack. I know you had a great show, Tasha, because I was in your show, which is why I started late, and I got beautiful Japanese papers from you, ma'am. I can't wait. So what we're doing today is we're playing with kids' book boards. Okay, this is our project. Hi, Tweet. I'm going to start over. I'm sorry. Those of you that have been in here, you've heard this 50 times already, but we're going to do it. Okay. Back in the day when we used these, hello, to create, we sanded them down to get rid of the shiny, and then we put gesso over them. It was a lot of work, and it also created a lot of dust. So this is not my idea. I saw it on a YouTube video, but this gentleman was peeling. And so we have a pre-made book board, okay, that we can decorate however we want. So if you have a children's book, grab it. I'm going to show you how to create this. And then we are going to use our scrap bins to decorate, okay? If you have, I know this, I'm telling you guys, this is like fire in my brain, right? Karen, girl, we're just elevating it. We're elevating it. I am old. I have been creating for, I probably was trying to paint in my mama's belly. She said it was a horrible pregnancy. So for 58 years, I've been creating, okay? This is okay. There's a few things. I have children's board books for sale. I am selling them for $4 each. No, ma'am, the kids' books are not safe. Here's the thing. The book boards are very short-lived, okay? Because children outgrow these quickly. And then they go to Goodwill, and nobody wants used ones for their babies. So then they go to the bins, and nobody wants them there. And they go to the dump. And we are going to create beautiful art with them. There's a couple of things. You want to make sure that your corners are smooth because we don't want no messed up corners. You need to make sure when you open it, it creates this square here, because what happens is when you make it into an art journal, it lays flat to art in. Okay. I told you I've been collecting them for this. There are some that the spines are glued and it's really hard to create without a flat surface. But the way these are designed, this is the one that I've already deconstructed. I will teach everybody. Do you know how many books are thrown away? So they're completely flat. So you have a flat surface. Yes, we are taking this, we are reusing them, and we are creating art. Okay. And the giveaway is running. Tweet, I love you. Bam. Congratulations, Tweet. I'm going to send you an ephemera pack. Thank you. It's on YouTube right now. We are streaming to YouTube. No, I'm showing you how I did it. This is one that's already stripped. So this is a book that I got at Goodwill. It was a series of construction books. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I've already started the pages. Ma'am, this is the best. I have uber sharp fingernails. So what I do is you just put your fingernail under this first layer of the shiny stuff on here, okay? You really don't want it to rip because it's a pain in the butt when it does, but you just peel this back, okay? Now, what I've been doing with my nail is just sliding it along the edge, and now it's not going to work because I've done 20 pages. I slide it along the edge as thinly as possible and peel this up. Okay. Now the other way you can do it if you have fake nails or whatever. Yes. Use an X-Acto knife, and you need to go slow, but you just want to get that little edge of the paper that is on there, okay? And I'm just sliding my X-Acto knife straight down. And what it does, it is so satisfying. And what it does is you get a hold of it. And if it rips, that's okay. You just start it again because you're impatient. Knife back. It's working. So how I like to do these is I like to go through the whole book and just get everything started. This is that stupid broken thing that won't stay. Oh my God, I just cut it. Why we have no nails. And I'm just working my way down. Okay, wait, how about if I pay attention to where my X-Acto knife is and not chat? Hold it, please. So I'm slowly peeling this up. It is so satisfying. Tasha, I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning peeling books. Paying attention. Okay, so when I get all of this started, I get it to where it's past all of these silly cuts that I made. I rest this end up. Yes, you can use these pages once we get it started. So what I do is I get it going and I just peel. Go slow. It just peels. I know, you guys, this is the best thing in the world. And it just peels. Uh-oh, I got a rip over here. Get it started again. Come to mama. You're not excited, but you're excited. Ma'am, I'm telling you. So these are pre-made. I'm not okay. I'm sorry, honey. Maple, we need to have a conversation about peeling Goodwill stickers. Are you serious right now? So we're just peeling. Okay. So now I have this that I can use in collage with beautiful colors if I want to cut images, whatever. But I set these aside. Libby, Happy New Year, my friend. So what I was saying was, is I start all the pages so I can just peel them. So once you've peeled all the pages, you have a beautiful chipboard blank canvas, right? Now, you can gesso this and go with it and you're done. But what I want to do, they're naked books and they're beautiful and they're a great size. They're sturdy so you can create on them. I am going to get into my scrap bin and I am going to create backgrounds. Shoot your question, baby. Start bit on the naked book. Do you want me to send you a naked book? Okay, let me see. Comments above. It does work. Literally just cut my nails too. I know. Can you use the pages to fussy cut? Yes, you can. Baker, see my comment above. You want my pages? I will keep cardstock books. Wait, where's your comment? So I could really use this heavy duty paper to hold my fabrics like fat quarters. Yes. Yeah, the guys, these things end up in the landfill. Why can we not use these? Okay, Maple, you use blow dryer. You need a heat gun, ma'am. Of course I will. I will take all the papers. Tweet, for you, I would make one naked. I know, right? DIY treasures and gifts. We're playing sorcery here. I have been accused of being a witch many times in my life for doing things like this. So we're going to do, yes, what we're going to do is we're going to use basically as a master board. Unique Studio. Hello, love. You're going to the thrift store tomorrow. I know. Everything. Okay, so this is what's happening. I'm going to catch you up. I have played with book boards for many, many years doing art. Right? Facebook Marketplace, tons. So we get all these books. They're the kids' book boards. All right. Kids' book boards. They are designed, most of them are designed like this, so they lay flat for children. They are a perfect space to create an art journal. Back in the day, we used to sand them down, and it was dusty, it was messy, it was gross, and then we gessoed over it and we just went for it. Altered Books 101. This was part of my Altered Books 101 class that I taught back in the 90s. Okay. So I'm not killing the bunnies. Not yet. Okay. Aren't these cool? But here's the thing, I peel it off and I've got this to collage with. But look, this is what happens. Instead of sanding them and making a huge mess, we're peeling the pages off. So we still have all of this to collage with. Tiny, yo, how are you, beautiful? I am blowing everybody's mind. We are creating a book, okay? Book boards. Kids. Maple, I love you. Thank you. So if they come off rough, that's okay. You're going to get better at this. So what we're doing, instead of sanding it down and doing this, we're literally peeling the pages. This is so satisfying. Yeah, my creative brain never shuts up. I don't sleep a lot, you guys. And so you'll get good at it. So now we have this. It doesn't go to waste. We can use it in collage. For the same reason that you did a happy dance in your seat when I introduced you to artist trading cards, ma'am. Because I'm going to introduce you to the basics and you are going to run with it, just like you did with the ATCs. So we have this, but what we're doing is we're creating a book board, an art journal, whatever you want to call it, because we are creative souls and we need to create. And so you have this whole book to create an art journal. So I'm going to keep peeling pages. So for those that are just coming in, basically what I do, I use my nail because my nails are uber sharp. If you don't have fingernails, you can use an X-Acto knife. You'll buy her more. It's okay. So you want to get the whole thing started because if you're picking and picking, it's going to be rough. So I like to just get one edge and get it good and going. However, that may work for you, whether you're using a fingernail, whether you're using an X-Acto knife. You can do the same thing with an X-Acto if you don't have nails or if you have fake nails that aren't thin enough. And you just slowly go down with your X-Acto knife and get it good and started all the way down. Oh my God, this knife is... I do much better with my nails. It's just easier for me. You find what works for you to get these started well. Get past all of your little cuts and blips and all the things that you did getting it started. And once you get that whole edge going, you just pull. Hi, Lynn. So get it started. Use something pressure and just pull. Slowly do it. Yeah, Mama Tam's blowing your mind again with another grand idea. Pulling, 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 pulling. Once you get it going, Just peel the pages. This is ridiculously satisfying. Ah! Why does that side always do that? So relaxing. We're creating art journals is what we're doing tonight, ma'am. So found your groove. See, you just got to get that groove going, girl. And it is so satisfying. Bam. Set it aside. No, not at all. It is a beautiful chipboard book to create in. It's gorgeous. You know, this is something that, like, the kids at school used to get in trouble for doing, you know? And here we are, grown-ass adults, tearing books apart to make art. Maple, were you always in trouble for doing this? Mm-hmm. And like I said, you can use Neighbor Lady, welcome. Oh, guys, wait. I need to know this. Is my new friend that I met last weekend in here? Just saying. I met a new friend last weekend. I bought some things from her off of Facebook Marketplace. And she said that she has been looking for a cool junk journal community. And I got her on Whatnot. Well, she was already on Whatnot, but I got her on to bookmark our. She had no idea it was handmade. She had no idea we could do demos on here. And so she said she was going to come tonight. I don't know if she's in here because I don't know what her username was. How sad is that? Didn't pay attention. Okay. So you just get it started very slowly. It takes patience. This is not a patience of a saint. I know, Maple, please don't. Hi, Mary. How are you, love? I did not answer your question because I haven't been home long enough to do it. DIY treasures and gifts. It is oddly satisfying, my friends. Seem like you from the name now. Well, welcome. Yes, it is on YouTube. It is running. And if you're on YouTube watching, thank you. Welcome to my crazy obsession. You met her through GR. Got it. Hi, Molly. How are you, love? Are you at work? We're making art books. I know. We are repurposing children's board books in a very satisfying manner that does not involve sanding or gesso. Just teaching you a new way to do it. It's much more satisfying. And, ew, well, good. You need that. Mm-mm. Yuck and yay. I'm going to take a drink of coffee. Everybody hydrate. with whatever it is you're hydrating today. Karen, how are you doing with it? My other Karen. So, yeah, shots. I did a shot of coffee. They all left to the store. Hey, you know what? I have some good news, you guys. We were at Goodwill today, and they have signs all over that they are leaving their hours until 10 p.m. So, you know how we got to shop until 10 p.m. through the holidays? He said that he wasn't sure if it was all stores, but they are eventually going to 10 p.m. So I'm just starting this with my thumbnail. If you do not have sharp nails that will get down in there because they're beautifully done by a professional, you can use an X-Acto knife to do the same thing. Yeah. I'm slowly pulling this so I can get a good grip on it without ripping it. Just pulling it down, giving myself a little bit of room so I can hold. This one is, I'll tell, it's not huge. It is 5 3/4 by almost 6. So, it's not huge by any means. So when you get this good and started where you can hold on to it, I hold this up against my stomach right here just to give some counter pressure. And then when I can pull it with one hand, and you will get your groove with this. Okay. Maple, you didn't read that sign because we were trying to figure 3 carts full of stuff today. Just pull, and this side over here keeps doing it. If it starts doing that, don't keep pulling. Yeah, it's a perfect size to create. You like the little chubby books? You bought little chubby books, Greta. They should be in your package. Did you get your package from me from last weekend? A whole mess going on over here. Yeah. So I'm holding this tightly, holding this in the center, and I'm just slowly pulling. And it's peeling off. Greta, you have some in your box downstairs. Run, run, run. So see how I started these? I like to just do the whole book. So I want to keep some pages to show new people coming in if we need to. So get it started. I'm just pulling. I know, Greta's running to the mail. That's why I hesitated to sell those to you last weekend, Greta, because I knew I was going to be doing this. And I've been collecting them. I know. Because it's a whole thing. Yeah. So here's fun. Even the cover gets peeled, my friends. Again, either go in with something sharp, whether it's an X-Acto or it's your nail. And the covers may be a little bit more difficult because, you know, that's where all the kids have been playing, which is why you want, if you're thrifting for these, this one keeps coming apart. You want to try and make sure that your corners are good right here. You don't want to grab one that has mangled corners if you can help it. However, I'm thinking the ones with the mangled corners may be fun for like a grunge book. I often intentionally grunge stuff. So if you can get them cheaper and not gross. Guys, oh my gosh, we were thrifty. You decoupage them? Ugh. Do you use Mod Podge? Nope, you can't see my face. Okay. Just gonna leave that on the table. Somebody please tell me if this person's messing with me or if they're serious. Greta, are they serious or are they messing with me? Did you put her up to this? I'm just gonna not say a word. Okay, so we have the cover started. Okay, I'm not sure either, so I'm gonna be good for right now. I can't like have people unfriend me that quickly. Hi, Tina. No, because Maple knows, but there's lines, man. There's such lines. She's too. We're wore out, man. Like, what was it? 8 hours, Maple, live shopping today. 3 overflowing shopping carts later. So this is the cover, you guys. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, so we're gonna pull right around that spine. Very carefully around that spine. DIY treasures and gifts. You're still welcome, but be prepared to be converted to the real world. With the utmost love, my friend. My new friend. Really. I have them for sale. They're $4. There we go. It's a whole situation. Okay, the sweater's got to go though, my friends, because it's hot. So hot. Okay. So everybody needs to do this because we're creating art. She's oh my word. I could totally see you doing something like that. So let me explain. So Tosh, I'm using muscle, like grip, and I'm slowly pulling. And the trick to this is to make sure that you get a good start up here where there's not any rips. Rob and I are going live thrifting tomorrow, Molly and Lynn. You can just come play with us. Literally has a shop and gave us a tour during her show. Oh my gosh. Our closest Goodwill is about, I want to say, well, there's one that we can go to, but I can't go live to. But the one that we go live to is about 45 minutes. And then when I go meet Maple, it's an hour drive. Neighbor lady, I'm gathering ideas in my head just watching. I could make a GPA grandpa and grandma book for my grandkids that live away with pictures of us. Yes. That would be so awesome. You should have given me some of your stickers. Yeah, we're doing date night shopping tomorrow. I have to go back here. All right, we're going to do this. And we're going to go. So I will say this. DIY Treasures and Gifts. Is that who has the shop? I'm trying to find them so I can follow them. I swear I already am. Excuse me, I'm timing out here because I'm trying to do something. And my thingy is not view profile. Yes, we're friends. Yes, you are my mixed media friend. Why do you use Mod Podge? Meow. Why do you use glue sticks? Meow. Yes, definitely. I'm on the Junk Journal Jamboree tomorrow. Bookmark that. It's going to be so much fun. Yes, yes, yes. Outie belly button. That is so funny. Everyone, yeah, everybody do your thing while I'm doing this. Karen, how are you coming along, love? Are you ready to start doing our thing? So, thriftpreneurs, welcome. We are creating an art journal, and we are basically altering a book to create an art journal. Back in the 90s, I taught a lot of altered book classes at a local art and stamp store. And one of the things that we did was kids' books. But sanding down all the shiny pages and using the expensive glues and all the things that we had to do to make that possible has now been alleviated in one brilliant moment. Absolutely. They were saved from the landfill because, y'all, I mean, think about it this way, and here's my thoughts on it. For the most part, people don't want to hand their babies, new parents don't want to hand their babies used books, which is why there are so many children's books in the Goodwills, in the bins, in all the things, right? Right? So nobody wants that. So what we are doing is we are rescuing these books from our landfills, and we are creating
In past, what, 2 weeks y'all have opened my eyes to love and addiction. This is Sammy writes instructions on a race board, but wanted to see and hear you. Are you with Sammy right now? Can she hear me? I have words for her. I have words of wisdom for my friend. Oh, crap. So once you peel these off, they're amazing, but you can also use them to for your collage. Yeah. Bam. So I may not want a dump truck in my book, but I may need. I'm not going to cuss her. I wouldn't do that live. Baby girl, I love you dearly, and I cannot wait till you get better so you can come play with us. And I need to. We are all sending love. Greatest says everyone's sending love to you, and I'm gonna need you to get better, and sometime in the next few days, I'm gonna FaceTime with you so I can see your beautiful face when we talk. So Mary needs to let me know when she's with you that we can FaceTime in the next few days. Maybe Sunday. I have presents for you. See how easily this is? I'm just like sliding along here. This is what happens when I read. Our dear friend Sammy is in ICU, and her sister has us live so she can listen to us. So we are all sending hugs and loves and prayers for her to get her happy little self out of there, because I miss her. And that's the most cussing you're going to get until your butt's back in your own bed. How's that? Oh, I didn't want to make her cry. I was trying not to make her cry. I love you, baby, as long as you're crying. I miss you dearly. Sammy Greatest sends lots of red hearts. Molly sends prayers for quick healing. Tasha LaRae sends beautiful pink hearts. Nance is praying for you. Rob says he loves you. I know, right? A friend of Tam is a friend of ours. Oh, neighbor lady, thank you so much. She's just a beautiful soul. And she hand crocheted me. I'm going to say this and I'm not even going to cry. I'm going to take a drink of coffee first, though. She hand crocheted me and shipped me a huge comforter that it's one of the big fat yarn ones that you hand crochet with. Well, I lost my son, and she actually made me one because she does special packs for grieving parents. And she sent me a blanket big enough that would encompass both Rob and I. And it's still on my bed. And it's just like a big fluffy hug. So, yeah, she's got a beautiful heart and she does amazing things. Yeah, it was so awesome. Like, I had no clue. I get this big, guys, this like big ass box, and it had been taped and wrapped, and it like put Maples Frankenstein boxes to shame. She did. Because it had that. She sent me a pair of fuzzy jammies. I mean, it was just like this whole self-care box. And I had no idea she was sending it. And when I opened it, it was just like, oh my gosh, that is like the absolute sweetest thing in the world anybody's ever done for me. And we barely knew each other then. I can crochet, but it was not something that it was just out of the blue. It was craziness. So I think that's the first time we ever FaceTimed because I just immediately called her on the phone. Like, didn't even question it. I could teach you how to crochet, Molly. It's actually pretty easy. One more thing to my list of things to do, but yeah, I could teach you. It's fairly easy. I've been sewing and crocheting since I was a little girl. Yeah, my list of things to teach her. My mom used to, she ran our 4-H group. And so my grandmother was a seamstress. You know what? You hold the yarn however it's comfortable for you. And I think what a lot of people, and I say this a lot, like with my teaching beads, teaching how to make jewelry, teaching how to do art, teaching how to do junk journaling. When people are telling you you have to do it their way, it tends to cause inhibitions and people stop creating. Yeah, teaching's my love language. You're right. So as long as you accomplish what you set out to accomplish, it's okay. I mean, we're not performing in the Olympics. It's not the perfect dive off of the high dive that is being judged and you get a perfect 10. What it is what have you created at the end and did it make you feel happy? That's the whole thing. I'm just going to jump on this soapbox. Glitter and glue. You know what? I glitter. Lord have mercy. Glitter I'm okay with. Oh, it's so perfect because it's gray and it's comfy and it's handmade and you can feel the love and caring in every stitch. Yep. Look at us go. We're almost there, my friends. Bless it, this side just keeps wanting to come undone. So I'm watching my time, and at the end of the day, and yes, I keep explaining this over and over again, we've been on here for like a little over an hour. And so it's taking around an hour to peel this with a whole lot of babbling. But this is a big book, okay? I mean, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got 14 done, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. Tim was given 2 prayer blankets and quilt while he was in the hospital. Such a labor of love. I know, right? When I worked in hospice, we always had a group of ladies that they would donate blankets and little bags and all the things. And it was like a quilting circle. And they got together every week and they created stuff for the patients. Yeah, she learned from YouTube videos. The prayer blankets, the quilts. I mean, it's such... And do you still have them, Greta? That's the thing. Do you still have them? I know, look at me. Oh, yeah. See? Because it just reminds you of how far you've come, right? I wonder. Okay. We're almost there, friends. Keep peeling those papers. Hit the edge. So tomorrow, this side is just, I don't know why this side wants to be difficult, but here we are. Ma'am. Baker Chick, my grandma taught me to crochet over 30 years ago, and I'm a lefty, so I learned and reversed what she did. Yes, Sammy got a hat, hand warmers, socks from group here. She's been here long enough to have full assembly. I know, right? Ooh, crocheted socks are the best. I love my fuzzy socks. Like, it's so funny. I hate the cold. Rob's lefty. My sister's lefty. My dad was lefty. I'm ambidextrous. Jamie, hi, love. I didn't see you pop in. Yeah, Rob can crochet. Of course, Rob can crochet. I just said that out loud. Hi, honey. How are you? We're playing. So you see how I'm just going through this? Tosh, did you get your rhythm? Karen, who all else is doing this? Karen's probably sitting done, waiting for me to stop babbling. Jen Dawn, hi. Jamie, good. Been watching for a while, just fascinated. Guys that knit and crochet are smexy. You did? Wait, give me a minute. Do you have a scrap bin, babe? Oh, you know what would be amazing? Yeah. The Japanese papers that you got. Oh, ma'am. Hi, Patty. How are you? Patty, don't let me forget. I owe you a cool journal dingle. Plus some. Right. So Tasha was in her show. That's why I came on a little bit late. She was out of the country for traveling with her group. She sings like an angel, mind you. Totally not getting your shipping done. Yeah, I know. It's okay. But she got a bunch of Japanese papers, and it's just facts, ma'am. It's facts. Girl, when I feel like I'm just having a shit ass day, I play the videos of us. I play the video of Pack It Out. Just saying. It's like my mantra for my brain. Remembering a beautiful day, being out in nature, meeting new friends, and getting to be in a video was like one of the best days of last year. Like by far. So anyway, yeah. Like if I open my YouTube, that's like the first one that pops up. I can't remember the girl's name that her face is in it. We didn't meet her. She wasn't there, but I can't remember her name. Just performance, man. The girl with the red hair. Cannot remember her name. Her face pops up. Sammy. I know those prayer blankets are wonderful, but Sammy tells ladies, no, I'm okay, but lady next door has no one. Go sit with her. Farida? Did I butcher that? She's just amazing. Yeah, it was great, y'all. Like, mm, man, it was the best squeeze. It was good. I love your labradorite ring, Jen. It's actually moonstone, babe. It is actually mesmerizing. It is moonstone. I got this when we were in Tucson. I know. Yep, it is moonstone. I paid a pretty penny for this in Tucson at the Gem and Mineral Show. Actually, Rob did. He bought it for me, but that's a whole other issue. Yeah, no, it's not lab. It's clear. The mess you've made. But think about if you were here. I'll hold it so you can see. It's white. This stone. Thank you. Yeah. Craziness. We're almost there, my friends. So this side is kicking my butt. The mess you've made. Yeah, look at this, guys. I have all these papers. Yeah, I get you. I have like this beautiful little square over here to create in. We're going to scoop it all off someplace else. Ultima to Adi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, this side. Like, I'm almost done. Here's what happened is I started hurrying. Did we? No. Well, Anthony and Aaron made dinner tonight. Rob probably didn't eat. He's probably waiting on you. We were going to because my son made dinner tonight, but we got home late and then I got caught up in Tasha's show and then it was like late. I needed to get started. So I have an amazing dinner waiting for me. Great, I have a problem. Every time I go live, I sell something novel concept, huh? Shipping department is irritated. You haven't gotten out of bed since getting home. You know, you worked hard today, Maple. You get to stay in bed all day tomorrow. Well, no, you got to get out of bed and get your shopping done so you can crawl back in bed to watch Rob and I go shopping tomorrow night. That's a thing. So get your stuff done early in the day. Come hang out with me for my Junk Journal Jamboree show. I'm kind of nervous about that. I don't know why I'm nervous about it. I've been doing this stuff for years. It's just because it's a big deal. It's the first time on somebody else's raid train. I'm used to running the train and knowing exactly what's expected. I'm not used to having to follow other people's rules and do all of that, you know? So we'll see what happens. This is the last page, my friends. We have Aunt made salmon and baked broccoli. Get another book and two more. Oh, I will. I have a whole stack of books. Hey, Rob, could you grab me hot coffee and I guess I could run these books here. And some of the books. Did you eat dinner?
No, wait for you.
Don't wait
I
for
just
me.
stood up too quick, is all.
Mister.
I'm good.
Mister. I will say this about my baby sister. She gives and gives, going to nursing homes, and patients just don't. She makes sun catchers for windows, craft classes. Yeah, like it's craziness. So, Tina, realize Sammy, that's her sister typing, because Miss Sammy is in the hospital. Yep. All right, who wants me to run one of these books? Tina, are you okay, love? Did we miss something? All right. Back to the scrap bin. So, I think this is almost empty. When I am doing any type of collage or master boards, I use matte medium. It is my go-to because it seals. Okay. Thanks for clarifying, Jamie. The holidays are kind of rough. 3 weekend from breaking my wrist and getting a plate, but you're better. Finally getting back to being able to craft this week. Awesome. That's good to hear, babe. Matte medium. When you're doing things like this, the Annette never truly out of bed. Man, I'm jelly. I'm so jelly. I just want to spend one day in bed and do nothing. I want to read a book and drink hot tea and all of it. Baker Chick. Sammy Baker Chick says prayers lifting for you. OX. Hearts, prayers, and beautiful face. I may need you to grab me some of these books out of the truck, please.
Okay.
The last store that we were at. Thanks, love. You're the best. I know that Tweet wants one. I don't know if anybody else does, so just throwing that out there. That's called Herkel Dirkling when you stay in bed all day. She wrote on the board, please this year begin thinking of ways to help the unseen and make time. Jamie, some days you make me feel so old. What is Herkel Dirkle? I mean, I know it's staying in bed all day, but where does that even come from? Get a stomach bug and your dreams will come true. That's how 3 days in it happened. No, I don't want to be sick. No, ma'am, I'm too healthy to be sick in bed for 3 days. I have all the herbal remedies that keep that from happening. It's an old saying. Huh. Interesting. I've never heard it. Okay, here we go. Ready, my friends? Tam's confession. That keeps falling over like I just need to grab some. Uno momento. It's a German term. Okay, that's craziness because my mom's whole family's German. I should have heard it, right? No, because none of them were about to lay in bed all day. Okay. Oh my God, why won't you come out? This is funny. Nonsense, my friends. This is my collage drawer. Like, not even kidding. Oh, look. We have butterflies. Tam, when you say crafting is therapy for the mind, I fully agree. That couple of weeks of not being able to do anything and you were getting depressed. Absolutely. And that's one of the things that we always talk about in the Tuesday classes, which are going to be changing soon. But when you find yourself getting depressed or in your own head or all the things, it is scientifically proven when you create, it literally resets the chemicals in your brain.
I just grabbed all of them I could find.
Oh, sweet baby cheese. Okay, thank you, baby.
No problem. If you don't want them all up here,
Okay,
I
here.
can put them somewhere else.
Let me see what we got here. Okay, these will work. Thank you, baby love. You're the bestest.
Where do you want the rest of them?
You can just set them on the table until I get done, and then I'll figure it out. Perfect. Okay. So maybe I don't. Sammy, do you remember what the German is? Because my great grandmother spoke German, not English, and I don't remember German at all. My sister does, but I don't. Annette, so sweet. This is like one of my look tea bags. Anybody tea bags? All the things. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do one of two things. I'm gonna start here. Tweet, are you? Hi, Missy Sue. How are you? We're playing, and we're making a mess, but that's okay. We can do this. So I have bookboard, kids bookboard books. I'm not sure how heavy they are. I don't have my scale in here. It's in the truck. Where is temporary? I want to see what happens because if we can send these medium mail, I think it will be very good. Just put 10 in. And they are going to be we're going to do a pound just to be safe. And outlisting. What did I not fill out? Oh. Used board books. Okay. So when I pin this, what does it say your shipping is? Neighbor Lady 470. I know. Tweet, what does it say your shipping is? Nice. Is Tweet still here or did she leave? Mary, how much does it say your shipping would be for this thing? You're way far away across the country. That'll give me a good idea. Neighbor lady, where are you at? Grandma Mandy. Oh, okay. Mandy. Duh. Change your name. 470. Okay, so I put them in as 1 pound, which tells me that they're shipping medium mail, which is awesome. It worked. Yes, ma'am, it worked. So if anybody would like one of these books that I have, celebrate. There is Lottie in Paris. The corners are pretty good. And we have pretty pinks. Look at these. That would be such good. Oh, I didn't want it in the... How stupid. Auction man. Man. So there's Lottie in Paris. There's Little Louisiana. Lots of fun with rhyming riddles. So these are some bright colors. These would be so fun to cut these. There's that one. And that has less pages if you want to start smaller. There is the Thankful book with the bright colors. There is Welcome Little One. Oh, look at the hearts. There is Where is Baby's Belly Button? That one's good. Daddy Hugs. This has numbers. So we're good there. And then there's the Pout Pout Fish. Loving this fish one. So I'm going to run them if anybody wants to grab one. Can I show you a finished book board? Okay. You mean like a finished taken apart one or one that has stuff on it? I could, if I could get to it. So this one is completely undone. Baker Chick. That could be an issue. Yeah, we're gonna do art in it. Let me see if I can get to those books. I'm in the process of rearranging my art room, so everything's kind of buried. I don't know if I can get to those. I can show you some different ones that I have made that would be similar to this and give you an idea. So that's not what I'm looking for. That's not... Where's the chipboard ones? Okay. So this is... Crap. That is not either. I'm struggling here to find one that is not one of the crazy... Nope, that's not it either. 5,000 books here. The law book. Yeah. So this is like a chipboard book, but I bound these. So you can decorate it with cardstock, with papers, with ribbons. This is a class that I did back in the day. So it's kind of like a mini scrapbook type thing. The other thing that you can do, let me find one of the book. I'm not finding my book board ones. I'm finding all these specialty books because I grabbed the wrong bag. But I think this one might give you an idea. No, it's another explosion book. I love this so much. So, Tasha, are you still here? Yeah, we do art in it. Okay, so this was made out of those papers that you were selling tonight. Very similar. Awesome, Maple. So just to give you a different idea of what you can do with those. And you make it into a book, and it has all of your symbols. And yeah, I wanted to show this too because, it's a whole thing. But it actually expands out. I know it's kind of hard to show on camera, but that gives you a good idea. And this is 2 pieces of the book board for the covers. Awesome. Yeah. There's that one. This is one that we did I know we're really off topic right now, but same concept. Thank you. I taught in a scrapbook store for a long time. I shouldn't say scrapbook. It was a stamp art studio, and we did altered books. I did book classes a lot. But this was like back in the 90s when all this, you can tell. This was way back. Do I sell these? No. I used to. No, these are just the ones that I kept for me. I mean, I could make one if you want me to. This is oh my gosh, this was grand. I love doing this one. So it's an explosion book. And again, it's the chipboard that the chipboard that you've utilized, but you put all of these pages in them. And it goes both ways. And it folds down into a square. Thank you. Yeah, I used to teach all these classes. I think, though, that did not really answer your question because I can't find one of these that is altered in all of this rigmarole that I did. Let me see. I can't get to one. I legit have a full bookshelf of books that I've made in classes. And I have like stacks of stuff sitting in front of it right now. So I'm going to show you what you can do with it. How's that? Because this is what we're going to do with it. I'm going to leave the front cover for now, just because. I'm going to go lengthwise just because it's easier to see in the camera. I am taking my jewelry off because it's clacking. and I don't want to get more paint on me than I already have gotten on me today. So when I am covering this, yeah, ma'am, there are levels. There are definite levels. I have a dedicated paintbrush that I use for matte mediums. I use for gesso because I often get into what I'm doing and I don't want to ruin one of my good watercolor brushes. So I have this whole basket over here and it's going to be kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can move you up a little bit so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. This whole basket over here is just full of stuffs. There's, like I said, there's tea bags, there's papers, there's printables. I'm not gonna, well, I might put watercolor on it. Stamped images. This is some scrapbook papers, some cardstock. You guys know I love my lines. I love my grids. I don't think in any world that anyone should be able to call a journal if there's no place to write in it. That is my personal belief. You do whatever you're comfortable with, but my journals are used, they're written in, they're messy, they're all the things that we do. Okay, I think I'm going to start with those and see where we're going to go. So, we're going to just start. Okay. This is how I'm going to cover this. I'm going to take my matte medium. I'm going to go in the middles. Or start in the middles. I am going to, and what this, it's going to take more of your medium just because this is thirsty. We just pulled the coating off of it, right? Am I going to decide which is up and down? I could, but I'm not real worried about it right now. So when I'm doing this, legit, you can you see that? Okay, so to make sure. You can go over. I like to put, I didn't grab any because that would have been too easy right now. My matte medium. I like my matte medium because it was basically for artists. It acts as a seal. It acts as an extender. It has a purpose in the art world, but in the junk journaling world, what it does is I've just created a surface right here that once it's dry, I can actually watercolor on it. Typically what I will do is put a piece of wax paper under here so my pages don't stick together. We can do this. We got this. So it's just, I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of wax paper because I'm just going to do this. I'm going to teach you right. I'm not going to teach you my bad habits. Or try not to anyway. So what I'm doing is just putting this underneath this page so my two pages don't glue together. That's all I'm doing. Okay. Bam. I can take this when I spread a thin line. I like to try to make sure that everything is overlapped. If my pieces are coming up at all, I don't want air bubbles in there. You can keep the air bubbles out by using an old card and smoothing it down. See how much glue came out of there? And I got rid of my air bubbles. So it's kind of important that you do this if you want a smooth surface. If you're going to be using like an acrylic paint or you're going to be watercoloring, it's, I mean, I don't particularly like the white edges. I prefer torn edges. That's just a personal thing. You do you. And like I said, we're going to use quite a bit of the matte medium because I want this page good and sealed. Okay. There's no right or wrong to this, you guys. I'm just using this as a way to create a background for future art. You will learn that almost every collage piece I use has music notes in it. I love music. It has some music paper. And I'm going straight across. That was dumb. Forgot to plug my phone back in. I'm going straight across here. I try really hard not to end pages on the crease. I like to go over and see, just sealing, throwing stuff down. This is from my swap. Hey, have you guys all gotten your swaps in? Wax papers, magical. I converted my BFF's pants were too long. Made shorts and skirts, swimsuit material, wax paper, perfect to sew, advanced machine. Absolutely. Like I just said, don't have it end right there in the crease. Seriously, Tim, you just said that, man, and you just did it. Here we go. We need some grid paper in this thing. I can use bigger or smaller pieces. It really doesn't matter, you guys. I just want this covered. I'm creating a surface to create on in the future. Not overthinking it. How am I running out of this? Oh, because I use it all the time. That's how. I do offer the matte medium in my bin generally. I will say this. I literally buy it at Walmart. And the only reason it's in my bin, I just add a couple of dollars to it to cover my fees. They sell it at Walmart. However, there are some people that have told me their Walmart does not carry it. So that is why I started putting it in my bin. See how I'm just like getting that crease there? Pushing everything down. We're good. Is this messy? Yes. I don't even know about that. I think that was probably a printable. Yes, I just told you don't go over the crease, and here I am doing it. That could cause problems later on. Just saying. Get some more of this. I love to have a place to write in my journals. Always need a place to write. A journal is to write in, right? I would like to point out a journal is a place to write. Whether you are writing through words, whether you're writing through pictures, drawings, whatever, however it is, you express your feelings. That's what journaling is about. Getting it all out. How do you feel? Are you having a rough day? Is everything in the world just pissing you off and you don't know what to do? Try writing about it. Try sharing your thoughts and your feelings in your private journals. If you're angry at the world and want to throw or hurt somebody, throw things or hurt somebody. Get some colors and scribble. Do I use marker over the gesso? This is actually matte medium, and this is kind of like creating a sealed canvas. Yes. Some pens write better than others. I have found that a lot of the gel pens don't like to write on it, but my paint markers, if I'm journaling, someplace in here I'll find it. My favorite one to journal on these is a, let's see if I can find it. It's buried up here. Is it a memento? Maybe. Shoot. Because I don't want to mess up the name. I just had it. Mamma mia. Where'd my pen go? Paint markers work. So this one. Uniball Signo 207. It's one of my favorite pens to journal with. It puts up with my shit with the utmost love. And rarely does it fail me. I would not use it until it's completely dry. These are just common sense things, but I'm going to say them because we all know Tam just does her thing and forgets. It's a whole situation. Okay, we're getting rid of this. So we need something right there. What do we need right there? What do we have over here? Ooh, we need more music. It is upside down, ma'am. Tasha, you didn't call me out on that. I started to put it in upside down. Yes, I'm going over the edges over here. That's okay. Because what's going to happen is, once this is all said and done, is I can rip these edges, or I can just leave them hanging. It doesn't really matter. Y'all, I swear, I cut, there we go, 2 of these. So this is how I art, my friends. Seriously. I make a mess. It makes me happy. Yeah, we're gonna do some grits. Sealing it down. So, if that sweet person is still here that I offended earlier when talking about your Mod Podge, I'm gonna say a couple of things about Mod Podge. When you use Mod Podge in this type of a scenario, in any type of an art journal, actually, it often dries tacky, and your pages stick together. Baker Chick, thanks, love. Yeah, Rob and I are doing live thrifting tomorrow. Earlier in the day, I'm doing the Junk Journal Jamboree. So come hang out with us. It'll be fun. Thank you for sticking this out. Oh, I guess it is late. I didn't realize how long I've been on. I'm sorry. Good gracious me, oh my. Go get some sleep, my friend. We will reconvene tomorrow. The long one. That's what I wanted on here. So what's going to happen if you use Mod Podge here? It's going to be tacky, and your pages are going to stick together. And when using all the different mediums, jet lag. How long have you been back, Tosh? So I'm just using the rest of my matte medium that I have. I'm spreading it out over the page. I do have some empty spots over here, which, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I guess we'll throw something down there just for funsies. Covering that up, and we'll throw a little piece of this grid down there. It's your first full day? Oh, aga. And isn't it like a 10-hour time difference? So you're like completely slip swapped. 15? Holy sh! I'm so sorry, love. Well, thanks for bringing your beauties to us and hanging out with us and all the things. It's really awesome that you would do that when you haven't slept for days. Yep. Sometimes, you know what's good about that, Tosh, is that you were so excited to share your stuff, you didn't even care about getting sleep and doing that. You just wanted to share, right? Look what I got. I'm so excited for you. It was awesome. Okay, so again, I've got everything pretty smooth down. Now, I know that I said, if I figure out where I put it, oh man, there we go. To use a card to smooth things down. Enter here. I basically want to get in here and make sure that seam's going to go. I don't want any air bubbles, but understand as I was going, I was using the metal from my brush to push down. And that's just me because I've been doing it for so long. Yes, I just stuck my paintbrush in my mouth, which is why I just sound silly. I don't have a place to set it down. Okay, there we go. Back to normal. I'm so excited for your stuffs. I'm excited to see in person. So this is what we got going on. We're going to let this dry. And you can pretty much just put a piece of the wax paper here after it's kind of dried. It's going to be a little tacky, but you can just keep going with more and more pages. Okay. But here's my but. We need some space. I need some space. I'm actually going to grab my heat gun. We're going to move this along. If you have earphones on, turn them down. Tweet. I put the books in, and I was able to get them in there under media mail shipping. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. Is that ridiculously loud? Good. Thank you, Judy. Okay, that's dry enough to pop a piece of wax paper in and keep going. So the other thing I wanted to show you with this, and we need to get some more matte medium because this is ridiculous. All of my... Sorry guys, I'm reaching here. That's a gloss. Oh, gloss. Where is my sculpting medium? Really? Where did she put her matte medium? We don't want sculpting. That's not what we want. Oh, forget it. We're just going to use the... I don't normally do this, but here we are. I can't find my other one, so we're going to use the gloss. Oh, by the way, it does come in glass too. Not a huge fan of glass. Obviously needs to be shaken because I haven't done this in a long time. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to do a background. I mean, I put it in and I put it in as 1 pound and I ran it and everybody said, but wait, when I run it, because I have it set at 1 pound, oh my gosh. When I run it as an auction, how much does it say your shipping is? So why is it saying $4.70 for everybody else? That is so weird. So very weird. Okay. All right. Another thing you can do is just create basic backgrounds with the full intent. Oh, this is old. It's globby. I never use the gloss. With the full intent of knowing that I'm going to create something on this, right? I want a ton of this because we're putting a napkin down. I want as much of this covered as possible. I'm going across 2 pages. And basically what I'm doing is I'm creating, you know how you have like the stationery sets that have the pretty pictures on the background that you are going to write over, but it's just there. This is what we're creating here with a napkin. Mm. It's not going to be perfect. This happens when you go too fast and you do not have enough wetness down. There we go. Right? I love these napkins so much. Yeah, it's totally me. So I got it basically put down, but here's the thing. I'm going to seal this whole page, and this is just going to be a background. Now, I can do a couple of different things here, which I'm going to do the other thing. I can grab my, oh, that's really not my gesso. And I can seal the whole page. Come on, please. I can seal the whole page with gesso. So my napkin's been put down. Now, gesso dries a lot clearer, and these colors are going to come through very faintly. But I'm also sealing this page for future art projects, whatever I choose to do with it. I'm going to go lightly over this because I've already ripped it once. We don't want to do it again. But if you have enough product and it's thick enough, you're not going to rip these napkins. But now I've created a fun page that I can create on. Whether I choose to journal over the top of this, whether I choose to paint a picture, whether I choose to draw one of my faces, whatever it is that I want to do with this. That was a very quick and easy background page, right? It's all sealed. I could literally watercolor on top of this and it would be fine. Now, if I wanted to keep those colors vibrant, I can use clear gesso. So I'm going to show you what happens when it dries. So back to the heat gun. Watch your ears, my loves. See how that's kind of starting to come out as it dries? It's kind of like a, I don't know, hazy, pretty background that you can do whatever you want on it now because it's sealed. I could pull out my Critter Chops watercolors. I don't want to dry my paintbrush. That's a bad idea. Sorry. But see how this is starting to come out? Yes, you can, Tosh, but it's not going to be as transparent if you put acrylic paint in it. See how that's drying? It's going to take forever, obviously. But you can see how it's like this side has had no heat on it. Here, let me stop talking over this. So this side is still very wet and it's just like the whole picture is pretty gone. But as I'm drying it, it's just that faint pattern is starting to come through. And as it dries more and more, you'll be able, is it better to use mica powder? I can honestly say I have never put mica powder in gesso. So how about you try that out and you report back into me and I will learn art from you. That's a good question. I know. Awesome. I'll teach you fun things. You teach me fun things. And this is how we all art together. But you see where I'm going with this. There's so many different things that you can do with this book. Okay. Um, if I wanted it to be a sketchbook, I could gesso every page and I had a sketchbook. If I wanted it to be a watercolor book, I could put a watercolor ground on and do it that way. I could gesso and still draw on it and I could still watercolor. This is just a way for you to use up your scraps, save a book from the landfill. There's watercolor ground. Yes, there is. You're very welcome, Amy. So, yeah. All good, my friends. I want to keep doing this, but I also want to go eat my dinner. In kindergarten language, what's that? Faith and Family, AC. Welcome. The item pinned, is that for one book? Yes. Do you want me to? I don't want you to pay the full price. Let me try to run it and see what your shipping is. Because it should be, let me see something. It should be medium L. And should only be like $5. What's it say your shipping is now, love? That is insanely crazy tweet. It shows $4.70 for everybody else. Oh. Because it's automatically bundling your giveaway and anything you purchase. That's why. Well, shiz bucket. Well, I already paid a portion of it. So the 78 cent, 9.21 minus the 78 cents, that makes complete sense to me. Right. So let's do that. Hey, tweet, let's do this. I will put that listing in my show tomorrow. Don't get in the giveaway. And you can grab it in my show tomorrow. And that's for the one I deconstructed. You want it deconstructed, right? Or do you want to do the tearing apart? I don't care either way. Literally done. Okay. All right. I'll throw it in Rob and I's date night for tomorrow. sweet. Okay, much love. All right, you guys. So this is what we have accomplished. If you have been watching through this whole thing on YouTube, thank you very much. It's been crazy. Or what, babe? We do this every Friday night. Please bookmark my upcoming shows. There's going to be a lot of changes coming in the coming weeks, but the thing that is not going to change is playing in the art room on Friday nights and date night live thrifting with Rob on Saturdays. So, bookmark the shows. I appreciate all of you for being here, hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Does anybody, let's see who we have. Thanks for always teaching me. Yes, we do. I'm not ready to go either, but I can hear my belly growling. So let's find somebody else that is creating that we can see. I don't see anybody else that is doing a demo right now. Do we want to go see Carmen live thrifting? That sounds like a game plan. Let's go see Carmen. So please bookmark my shows. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Much, much love to you. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Leave a comment on the YouTube channel. It is Tam's Creative Journey, all one word, no spaces. I appreciate you all. Have a blessed night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.